just couldn't have worked out any better, although it took a little while to get the GT350. The weather's perfect. And it's 60 degrees. I think it's going to be a high 70 something today, 77, which is rather sort of unseasonal for us here in Central Florida. But I'm gonna work on completely dialing in the paint of the Mustang. I guess, again, I'm not supposed to call it a Mustang, a GT350. Spending some time today, I think I'm going to do a little different video than what I normally do. I'm going to do this in small sections of every single sort of product use or every single set of things that I'm going to do to the car to get it sort of dialed in to my sort of specifications. And so I always start with sort of getting my foam cannon ready, getting my soap ready, and I use and still sort of prefer this sort of combination of, I put some Adams all-purpose cleaner, and you can see sort of how much all-purpose cleaner I'm putting in. I don't know, what is that, maybe 3 ounces, 4 ounces, and then, you know, a couple ounces of chemical gas citrus red. You can't get this anymore, so I mean, I don't know what to say. You could use Adams strip wash, which seemed to do, you know, a similar job. I just really like this stuff. It's the only Chemical Guys product I use, and I wish they made it again. Luckily, I should be good for a while. I still have, you know, almost a whole gallon. And so this is sort of step one in order to get us ready for you know, prepping the paint for polish, and then last step, which will be many, many, many hours down the road. We'll see. I do have stripes on the car. I'm going to leave them for now. I think it looks kind of cool, even with the sort of the white border around it. But I'm going to leave it. It'll give me a sort of an excuse to learn some vinyl care and polishing vinyl and coating vinyl, and so I'll take you through all these different steps of all the stuff we're going to use. One thing I should mention, man, I love, this is the first time I get to wear my fancy, these are American Apparel California Fleece Obsessed Garage shirts or zip-up hoodies. And please, spare me the, well, you shouldn't have a zip-up hoodie as a detailer. I mean, I've never leaned over a car, maybe because I'm taller, but I don't lean on a car and never have. I probably never will. So I'm not going to scratch anything. Yes, I have a belt on too, and you know, call me stupid, but I'm not going to scratch the paint. Hopefully I don't have to eat those words, but man, you should, if you've been apprehensive to spend $50 on these. I mean, these cost twice as much for me to buy than a traditional sort of crappy sweatshirt. But I love these things. So anyway, just thought I'd mention that if you guys want to buy one. The magnitude of the dirt on this thing. The first step in the decontamination process is to rinse the thing down. So I'm using my Kranzel K11 or 165 STS, which is my wall-mounted pressure washer. And if you're not going to do a wall-mounted, then I'd suggest a Kranzel 1122 TST. I do sell those in my Obsessed Garage store, obsessedgaragestore.com. So if you're going to buy one, you know, and you're watching this, I'd really appreciate it if you buy it from me. If you have questions. I'm also probably the only one on the internet that's including the proper quick connects you would need to sort of make it work. And that saves you a lot of time and headache because the machines don't come with any quick connects. So check that out. But I'm going to rinse it like normal. Because of the swivel I have on here, it usually doesn't get all, I usually do a good job of keeping it from tangling. There are two things I'm going to do before foaming the car. One is to get this sticky stuff from the sticker that was on the side off the window. This is just a 3M citrus paste adhesive remover. Clay bar will get the rest of that. And then before foaming the car, remove the plate. As I mentioned earlier, I have APC, Chemical Gas Citrus Red, in my old foam cannon, which has now been demoted to only decontamination. So this is the first step in decontamination, is I want to strip whatever wax or sealant or whatever is on the paint. This won't completely strip it, and you know, there's been lots of studies on some of the different forums that show that, you know, this doesn't really do all that much, but I figure I got to wash the car anyway, so why not use a solution that's going to be have a better chance of removing as much as possible. So all my citrus red is sitting at the bottom there. Get that spread out. So we have probably 3 ounces of citrus red and probably 4 or 5 ounces of Adams APC. Has always been a good combo for me. All right, so we have our quick, remove our little MTM extension, or our Mosmatic extension, put our MTM foam cannon on, the MTM M407, and crank it up to max. Whoa. So now I'll let this, the run time on this, I'll let this sit longer than normal. So I use the entire bottle worth of stuff, pretty close to it. What you got? So we've got the car sufficiently foamed. I'm going to prep the wash bucket, and we'll let this run off. Again, I let this run off a little longer than normal. It's been a few minutes, but let's get our wash bucket ready to go. Because this Chemical Guys combo is not pH balanced, because I don't think it is, I don't want to let it sit on the car like I would, or let it dry on the car like I would an Adams. I've got my pad, a bunch of the citrus red. I don't worry about putting APC in the bucket. Just citrus red. And these are my 6-gallon buckets that with gamma seals on the top. Someone suggested, which I'm going to do here shortly, is I'm going to put a bead of silicone caulk around the edge to make sure the dirt doesn't get trapped under the gamma seal. And the 3-inch wheels don't work. At least not with the plate that I have. So here goes, first wash. Okay. Are you excited? We're getting all that crap off the, plenty of contaminants in there that we're about to get out. Because of how dirty it is, I'll probably flip the sponge more often than I normally do and rinse it. That's the problem with having 3-inch wheels. The things, they take off on me. Hey, Katie Bell, no, we can't play in this stuff today. This is bad stuff. It'll hurt you. You can't play with this soap. Okay? Yeah, we can't play with this soap. Thank you. Good listening, Katie Bell. I got an idea for you. You wanna? Here's what we'll do. Here, I'm gonna help you. Check it out. Let's fill up this bucket for you. You want some water in this bucket? So because of how dirty this is, I want to be extra careful that, you know, I'm not. You could have a tendency to. Hey, no playing with that soap. You got to stay over there. Here. Uh-oh. Here, come on. We don't want to play with this soap because it'll hurt you. You want some of your own soap? Look, you got soap in here. Here you go. You got all the soap you can need. Here, Katie Bell. Look. Look. This one's full. Full with water. Careful. Don't remember it's real slippery. That's new. You must have just learned that today. Oh, that little cutester. Yes, these wheels get all jammed up. So I've decided, at least for now, I'm going to leave the stripes on. It'll give us some videos to make, and I secretly dig it. So we'll see how it goes, but at least for now, I'm leaving them on. Another little note about all this complaining about side, the panel gaps. For whatever reason, my car is pretty darn straight and narrow. I don't have any issues with panel gaps. I know some cars have had some pretty significant differences in like the hoods and the rear bumper and things like that, but mine looks pretty darn symmetrical, so I'm cool with it. You have your own bucket? I got that for you.
Hey, Mama, where's me, Mama? Where's Mommy go?
She's inside. Oh. You're speaking in full sentences, Katie Bell. It's on the sides of the car. Oh, stupid. Stay here. That's how you know I have decent drainage past the smooth spot on the pole barn, or I should say wash bay if I want it to sound fancy. So I'm washing from top down and not coming back up. To answer your question, no, I do not spray the foam off first. Whoever decided we needed to do that, that's cool with me. I'm just not doing it. And the next step is to rinse it. The car's kind of sitting in the sun, so I'm going to pull it up, push it up. I also don't worry about, I know we treated the wheels already and tires, and we're stripping this, but this stuff doesn't touch the CarPro Hydro 2. Now we have no beading whatsoever. If we did before, the water just sits on the paint. What happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.